Hey, what's up you guys? It's Connor, and today I'm going to be doing a book haul for you guys. All of the books are coming separately, and so I'm just going to film them as they come. And this first part is going to have 3 books, and then I'm going back to school today, so there might be some books there, but there are definitely books being shipped there. So I'll just, compile all the things together. I might make it into 2 if there's like a big break between one set and the next. I don't really know. But let's get started. The first book that I got is The Serpent Sea by Martha Wells. This is the second book in the Raksura series, the Books of Raksura. And the series is a trilogy, and then they have 2 companion novels. I really like this series so far. I really enjoyed the first book, and so this is the second one that continues the story. The story follows a guy named Moon, and he, in the first book, doesn't really know what's going on. He doesn't really know what he is. He kind of looks like this evil race of creatures that live on this planet called the Fel, but he doesn't agree with what they're doing, and so he just kind of is floundering through life trying to hide his identity and hide that he is kind of like these creatures. And then he meets one of his own kind, and all hell breaks loose, and then fantasy, adventure, and love, and so good. The next book that I got is The Alloy of Law by Brandon Sanderson. This is the 4th book in the Mistborn series, but it's the start of the second trilogy of the series, if that makes sense. Like, the first 3 are their own separate thing, totally fine. This book takes place like 300 years after the first trilogy, and it has a whole different group of casts, and apparently the world is more advanced, and so I think there's more technology, and they're, they have guns and stuff, so that's different than the first series. I love the Mistborn series, and if you haven't read it, you definitely should. It's just so good. The magic system in this world is called allomancy, and so you can consume vials of metal, and you can burn what's called burning them, and they're in your stomach, and you just kind of digest them, I guess, and then it gives you like powers. Like 10 gives you super senses, pewter makes you super strong, like fast and stuff like that. And there's other ones that do other things, like being able to sense other people that can do allomancy. But there's some people that can only burn one metal, and they're called mistings, and then there's people that can do all the metals, and they're called mistborns. This series also has the allomancy thing in it, and it also has another magic system, but I forgot how to say the word. It starts with an F. Ferukami. I know what that is, but you don't, so I'm not going to tell you. And I know the second book, Brandon Sanderson just tweeted about it. The second book is completed, and it's coming out next fall. So I'm just like, yes. The next book that I got is Warbreaker by Brandon Sanderson. This is one of his standalone novels, but it takes place in the same universe as the Mistborn series. Right here, this one. But on a different planet, so it has a different magic system and a whole different political setup and stuff like that. And what I think is that there's 2 sisters, and one of them has to marry someone that sucks, and one of them doesn't. And the way that this magic system works is by using breath, which is the colors of objects and magic and stuff. I'm assuming this has something to do... Oh yeah, it's coming from her mouth, and it's breath. And so super powerful people have enough breath to like do whatever they want, and you can sell your breath if you're like really down and out kind of stuff. So I'm very excited to get to it. I just love Brandon Sanderson so much. Okay, so that's the first part of this book haul, and the next part will be coming right now. Okay, so this is just the next book because it arrived at my fraternity house, and this is the packaging. It's from Better World Books, so we'll see how that works out. I ordered it through Amazon, and I don't usually buy from the other vendors, but I figured I'd give it a go. Right. This is not the book that I thought it was going to be. Okay, so I got Rise of the Evening Star by Brandon Mull. This is the second book in the Fablehaven series by him. So, yes, I'm pretty excited to get to this one and continue along in the series. This book is about 2 siblings that go to live with their grandparents, and their grandparents are the caretakers to a magical menagerie of fairy tale creatures, so like fairies and mermaids and stuff like that. And the first book is about like a witch or something, and this book is maybe about a toad. I don't know, just guessing based off the cover. Yay, it finally came. My book outlet order is finally here, and I'm very excited. Here's the box. And, yeah, I'm just gonna open it and show you what I got. It's been like, I don't even know, it's been, what is today? The 15th? I think I ordered it the 28th. So it's been a little while, but I'm glad it got here because I was a little worried for a bit. And, oh, by the way, I turned my paper in, so, yeah, done with that. Scissors. I don't know how people do this on camera. Let's see. Always cut away from yourself, never towards your body. Dang it, there's multiple things of tape. Such an awkward way to open a box. Okay, I'm breaking the rule because I'm cutting towards my body. But I'm being careful about it. And I'm an adult, so. Alright. What does this say? Does it have anything in it? Yep, everything's here. Then there's, hey, got the $5 off coupon thing. Bam. I didn't know they still did those. And there's, oh, ad for the Ruckus books. If you haven't seen those, check out, Reagan has a video, and so does Cassidy Voiche. I'm so bad at pronouncing those names. But, yeah, they both did videos, and I'll link those in the description. Okay, the first book is The Bone Season by Samantha Shannon. This is a very popular book that people buy on BookTube recently, at least. It's about this girl, and she's clairvoyant. She can basically go into people's minds, I think, and that's extremely illegal in her society, and so she joins a group of people that can also do illegal things, like superpowers, and they, you know, try to survive and stuff. So I think this is supposed to be a pretty long series, but I'm very excited to get to it and maybe read this with a couple of other booktubers. The next book in here is Eyes to See by Joseph N. I'm not even going to try to pronounce people's names anymore. This book is a darker fantasy novel, and it's about a guy named Jeremiah, and he basically, I think he's like, life is terrible. Yeah, his wife or something goes missing, and he just like, his life is just miserable. He loses his job, and so what he does is he gives up his eyes, like he loses his eyes so that he can see dead people or something like that. But it's like a dark urban fantasy book, so I'm very excited to get to this one too. I'm putting the box down, it's too heavy, it's hurting my arm. The next book that I got is The Shadow Rising by Robert Jordan. This is the 4th book in the Wheel of Time series, and I own books 1 and 2, but not 3, but this one was on BookOutlet, so I figured I might as well just pick it up already because I'm collecting them all in hardback, and I figure I'll get to them eventually, and I'm very excited. I like the really just classically fantastical covers. I think they're very fun and cool. Okay, so then the next book that I got is number 12 of the Wheel of Time series, and I got this one on BookOutlet because it was the one that they had the least of, so I figured that I would pick this one up instead of some of the other ones because they would still be there after the BookOutlet sale, which I was right about. This one, there's none left. So this one's called The Gathering Storm, and it is actually written by Brandon Sanderson because he finished the series off. So now I own 1, 2, 4, 11, 12, and 13. So I'm getting there. Alrighty, so the next 2 books that I got are the first 2 in the Barnaby Grimes series by Paul Stewart and Chris Riddell. This is another series that they're doing. They did the Edge Chronicles together, and I have been reading that one. I'm on book 8. I have not read book 8, and I looked for those on BookOutlet, but they only had number 10. I didn't want to buy number 10 without reading 8 or 9, just, you know, because I feel like number 10, the way that series works is there's 3 sets of trilogies and then 1 book at the end, which is number 10, that wraps them all together, and so I didn't want to get that one, because what if I never find 8 or 9? So I didn't do that, but I got these first 2 ones. They had 3 and 4, but I figured, you know, 1 and 2 would be enough for now. This one's called The Curse of the Night Wolf, and this one is called Return of the Emerald Skull. And in these books, I'm sure there's illustrations because that's how the Edge Chronicles worked. Oh my gosh, the writing is huge. I'll read these in like an hour. Geez Louise, where is it? I just saw one. Okay, yeah, so they always have these like really cool illustrations, like this one right here. So if you like kids books with illustrations, I highly recommend Paul Stewart and Chris Riddell's like teamwork writing. I think it's really fun and quick, and like look at how small they are. Like, I'll be done with these in no time. Okay, so the next book that I got is a book that I know Sarah Churchill really loves, and a few other booktubers, and that one is The Girl Who Circumnavigated Fairyland in a Ship of Her Own Making by Catherine M. Valente. This is the first book in the Fairyland trilogy? I have no idea, but I think, you know, there's some illustrations at the beginning of each chapter here too, so like, I'll just show you that there. Looks pretty cool, and I think this is just like a really fun adventure book. So, you know, adding to my middle grade collection. I love middle grade, so if you guys have any middle grade suggestions, let me know. Going off of more middle grade, I got the first book in the Five Kingdoms series by Brandon Mull. It's called Sky Readers. It's about a boy who kind of finds himself in this other parallel universe, I guess, maybe. It's called The Outskirts. Yeah. Yeah, it's in between, like, wakefulness and dreaming, so he has to go in there and save everyone and do fun things. Oh, the book is kind of damaged, though. Look at that. Oh, you can't really see it. There you go, right there. And right there, too. But do I care? Not really, I don't really care that much, so I'm not going to say anything. I really like Brandon Mull. I read his Beyonders trilogy, and I'm currently reading the Fablehaven series that he published before the Beyonders trilogy, and I am on book 3. I just finished book 2 with Kayla from Bookadoodles, so I'll probably be picking up the third one at some point soon, because I don't really want to start this one until I finish Fablehaven off, just because I don't really see a point in doing that, but this book was really cheap, and I know I'm going to want to read it eventually, so I picked it up ahead of time. And the last book that I got is Fuzzy Nation by John Scalzi, and yay, no Miranda Mark. And this is an adult science fiction novel, and it follows this dude, whatever his name is, Jack Holloway, and his job is to kind of go to different planets and find resources that his company that he is hired by can, you know, mine and get. And they basically go to planets and they find planets that don't have any people living on them or intelligent beings, and they steal all their natural resources and make money off of it. So Jack goes to this one planet and finds these little creatures called fuzzies, and I think that people try to kill him, like the company, because they don't want him to get paid because he finds a ton of really expensive resources on this one planet, and so there's a lot of like you know, political stuff with that. And this is apparently a reboot of like a really old book series, or maybe just a couple books by someone else, and I'm just really excited to read John Scalzi because Lindsay loves him a lot. So I'm gonna start with this one. If I really like his writing and everything, I'll probably move on to The Old Man's War. But yes. So those are the books that I'm going to show you in this book haul, because I'm not going to, you know, postpone this video any longer, because those first couple of clips, I filmed them November 27th, 26th. So, you know, I'm just going to combine all 3 of these, and then there's some more books that I ordered a long time ago that are waiting for me at home. So when I get home, I'll film those and make them a different video. But that's it. Comment down below if you really liked any of these books and which ones I should start with first. I know next month I'm going to be really busy with a ton of buddy reading stuff, so I'm not sure which of these books I'll be able to read. Definitely the Barnaby Grimes books, because those are really small, but we shall see. But regardless, let me know, and let's like have a conversation and everything, you know, talk about books. That's why we're on BookTube. And I'll talk to you later. Bye!